Hello, Jon Mutchler here, and at the risk of sounding like an info commercial, I can pretty much guarantee that you will positively change your life if you do this one thing for the next 100 hours. You'll likely even improve your circle of influence, your family, your friendships, your workplace, perhaps even your community. What is that one thing? For the next 100 hours, remove all complaining, murmuring, and griping from your speech, from your texts, from your emails, from your social media, and instead be thankful and positive. For people of faith, we find encouragement and challenge in a couple passages from the Bible written by a guy, Paul, who was often beaten to near death, persecuted, and finds himself in a dark, damp, and dirty Roman first century jail. Imagine what that's like. When he writes these words to a couple churches, he says, do everything without grumbling or arguing. And later on he says, rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. So let's embrace the 100-hour complaint-free zone and not utter a hurtful, negative, or critical word about family members, co-workers, politicians, neighbors, the Seahawks, rude strangers, busy clerks, or careless drivers. No grumbling, murmuring, put-downs, condescending or critical comments, swearing, arguing, bickering, taunting, teasing, sarcasm, rolling of the eyes, raising of the voice, ignoring, backbiting, gossip. None of it for the next 100 hours. That's 4 days and 4 hours. And if you absolutely feel like you need to utter a critical comment to someone, you can certainly wait until Monday after the holiday Thanksgiving weekend. So why do we do this? Well, think about it for a moment. Do you prefer to hang out with positive, gracious, affirming, thoughtful people? Or do you like to hang out with complainers and grumblers and critics? And if you find yourself alone, ignored, friendless, perhaps now you know why, and you can now become the kind of person that you would like to hang out with. And trust me, God knows I find this difficult to do. We've gone through some extraordinary months and even years, the national political scene, dealing with the COVID pandemic, and locally with our flooding. It's not been easy. But let me remind you of this. Paul was stuck in a stinky jail when he wrote these words. But think about President Abraham Lincoln, who ushered and issued forth the first Thanksgiving proclamation that became a national proclamation in 1863. He was right in the middle, the first year of a horrible 4-year civil war when hundreds of thousands of Americans perished and we were fighting each other. So we can do it. We should do it. We can do it. 100 hours, that's 4 days and 4 hours. No complaining, no murmuring, no griping. And from my home to your home, have a blessed and happy Thanksgiving.